The elite General Service Unit detachment that's been guarding the official residence of Deputy President
I call him the greatest master of deception in the Kenyan politics, President William Ruto, a man who made promises to the people of the Republic of Kenya that he will never break the promises of intimidating those that have risen to the challenge of challenging him in power. This is during the 2022 general election, when he and his allies faced a lot of intimidation from the then regime led by former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But the man has finally broken his promises each day since he took over power in the year 2022. As we speak, one of the first promises that President William Ruto made to the people of Kenya is that he will never intimidate nor have differences with his deputy. But what we saw unfold last year led to him impeaching his former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua. Now, he has taken a new turn, and this time round, is withdrawing security for those that have risen to the challenge of opposing him in the politics of the Republic of Kenya. As we speak this morning, the Nzoia Governor George Natembeya has accused the state of intimidation after security withdrawal, not forgetting that this is the same man over the last weekend who faced an assassination attempt an assassination attempt on his life while he was campaigning for the DAPK candidate in the Choele Ward Kabochai constituency by-election supposed to take place on Thursday tomorrow. The Nzoia Governor George Natembeya has protested the withdrawal of his state-issued security, claiming the move is politically motivated and intended to silence him and to silence his criticism of the Kenya Kwanza administration. In an exclusive phone interview with Radio Citizen this morning, Natembeya said the government recalled all his bodyguards, driver, and official vehicle without prior explanation, linking the action to outspoken political stance. They took every security detail, my guns, my driver, even the vehicle. It is okay, but let's be honest, this is intimidation, he stated. Natembeya accused the government of abandoning its mandate to protect leaders regardless of political alignment, insisting that attempts to frustrate him would not deter his advocacy for citizens. The governor further claimed that the security withdrawal came shortly after his community empowerment initiatives, including efforts to provide water and food to vulnerable residents, actions he believed have not been well received by state authorities. Quoting him, "We have said we have never worked to please the government. We work for the people. My safety now lies with the people of Western and with Kenyans. They will stand with me." Natembeya alleged that there have been attempts to block him from traveling to Malava and other regions where he plans public engagements, describing the developments as part of a wider scheme to limit his movements. Despite the challenges, the governor vowed to continue with these activities, saying he intends to visit Malava and interact with residents as planned. "It is my constitutional right to move freely and speak to my people. Tomorrow morning I will be in Malava," he affirmed. The remarks come just days after an unidentified individual reportedly disrupted one of his rallies in Kabochai constituency, firing gunshots and damaging several vehicles. Natembeya described the incident as a sign of rising political intolerance. President William Ruto is the man at the verge of committing the greatest atrocities that this country will ever face. He was inducted in the ICC in the year 2007 for his involvement in the post-election violence that led to the death of over 1,500 people. Now, the man is so much focused in actually reclaiming his seat in the ICC. It is not the first move that President William Ruto has defied the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. As we speak, most of the united opposition allies who are currently working as governors, MPs, and senators, their security has been withdrawn severally. Most of them who have remained clear in protesting against the government of President William Ruto. People who have refused to be bored. People who have refused to bend towards the will of President William Ruto of singing two-term and actually disregarding the development that President William Ruto promised to this republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, as we end up to the 2027 general election, it's high time that you realize what President William Ruto is carrying out is something that might actually lead to some of the greatest political assassination in the Republic of Kenya. Imagine a leader going all over the country campaigning and then they don't have any security. Imagine a country where those that feel intimidated by certain leaders, yet these leaders who feel intimidated are in power, they have the authority to hire goons, to hire assassins, to carry out vandalization and attacks on the opposition. It is something that we cannot let slip off our fingers. It is something that we cannot assume anymore. Because if we do assume it, this is going to cost this country its sovereignty. Imagine what happened in Chwele Ward the other day. If Natembeya did not have somebody that was there to protect him or shield him, it would be disastrous. Natembeya would either have been killed or he would have been maimed. And if that happened, I tell you, the supporters of this man would have risen against the government and against the people who support the government. And that is how an insurgence is initiated in a republic. It is time for President William Ruto to go back to his word and look his promises to the people. We have seen, and for Natembeya's intimidation and security withdrawal, it's all sponsored by the president, the PA to the president Farouk Kibet, and the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, and above all, the Prime Cabinet and the Cabinet Secretary of Foreign Affairs in the Republic of Kenya, Musalia Mudavadi. It's high time, and I say it without fear of contradiction, that it's high time we look at things in a new dimension. It's high time we look things in a way that actually pleases nobody. We want a country that will work on merit, a country that will work towards stability, peace, and nothing more. But the president is more bent on intimidation and taking deaths left, right, and center. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to hear your comments in regards to this. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Natembeya will live to become the king of Mlembe Nation. Whatever the government does, it is not going to sway the will of the people towards the unpopular individuals like Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula. Leave a comment on the comment section.